Here's the truth most people will never tell you. Wealth is just math formula, but nobody gave you the science behind formula. And right now, you're getting a D minus. You're guessing your way through life like it's a test you never studied for. Chasing passive income, like it's some TikTok side quest. But wealthy people, they're playing a whole different game, with rules they actually understand. But it's not because you're lazy. It's because no one ever handed you the actual formula, the one the top 1% quietly follow while the rest stay stuck. And once you learn this formula, you stop chasing, you stop guessing, and you finally start building wealth like the people you admire. I broke down millionaire interviews, reverse engineered their systems, cut through the BS, and I found the 3-step formula rich people use to multiply money. And good news, it's actually stupid simple. In this video, I'll walk you through 4 chapters. Chapter 1, the lie that's been keeping you poor. Chapter 2, the real math behind getting rich. Chapter 3, where to start if you've got no skill or audience. Chapter 4, the mindset shift that separates rich from almost made it. Stick around, because once you understand this equation, you won't just make money. You'll know how to multiply it. Chapter 1, the lie that's been keeping you poor. You ever notice how broke people always say, money isn't everything? Yeah, they're right. But here's the problem. They say it while they're struggling to pay rent. And that's the first trap. Most of us were taught that money is emotional, moral, even spiritual. Like if you chase it too hard, you'll become evil. But bro, let's be real. Money is just math. It's not emotional. It's a number game. But society teaches you to treat it like a mystical reward. That maybe if you're lucky, you'll get one day. Nah, that's a setup. Let me break down how this lie works. In school, we learn math formulas for random crap, like finding the angle of a triangle. But no one ever teaches the formula for wealth. You know why? Because if everyone understood that wealth follows a repeatable equation, they wouldn't stay in the system. The system wants employees, not thinkers. So you grow up thinking getting rich is for the special ones, the lucky, the chosen. But the truth is, there's a predictable formula. And if you don't learn it, you keep chasing random opportunities with no strategy. That's why most people jump from one hustle to the next, Amazon, crypto, dropshipping, and they still stay broke. Not because those models are bad, but because they don't understand the equation. Let me tell you the biggest lie equation holding you back. You think money equals a job, or worse, you think money equals passive income. But both of these are broken formulas. A job trades time for money, and you run out of time. Passive income, the way most people imagine it, is even worse. They think they'll build something once and cash checks forever. That's not how leverage works. That's not how real wealth works. So what if there was a way of getting there? An actual equation to wealthy it? What if rich guys like Hormozi and Eamon are following something you've never been taught? Let's break it down. Chapter 2, the science behind formula. Pay attention, man. Like, really pay attention right now. Here's the truth no one taught you in school. Money isn't mysterious. It follows a simple equation. The first part, solve a problem. Now I realize you may be tempted to roll your eyes and close this video because what I just said is so stupidly obvious. You've heard it often on social media, but what exactly does it mean? This is the reality of this planet. Think about it. Hospitals exist because people get sick. Gyms? They fix body confidence. Even this video? It's solving your how do I actually build real wealth problem. Everything, and I mean everything, 100% revolves around solving problems. In one sentence, the purpose of business is to solve a problem for people. And the crazy part? The size of the problem you solve determines how much you earn. Fix something tiny, you get paid tiny. But solve a painful, urgent, expensive problem, you start printing cash. Let me give you a real example. Alex Hormozi. The man didn't get rich by chasing money. He found a problem. Gyms were bleeding cash. Their sales were unpredictable. So what did he do? He built an offer so good it felt illegal. I'll get you new members or you don't pay me. That wasn't luck. That was strategic problem solving. It was valuable. Which brings us to the second part of the equation, value. Just solving a problem isn't enough. You've got to do it in a way that feels 10 times better than the alternatives. It has to be fast, guaranteed, convenient, cheaper, or done for you. That's what value is. And value is the bridge between effort and money. The more people feel your solution is the best, the more they'll throw money at you. Value isn't about being perfect. It's about being effective. So if we zoom out, here's what this all looks like. Money equals valuable solution to painful problem. But this is where most people stop. They make a little money and get comfortable. They freelance. They grind. They stay small. The final part of this equation, scale, that's the gap between rich and wealthy. Wealth starts when you stop doing everything yourself, when you turn your valuable solution into a system, when you use teams, content, automation, or software to reach more people without using more time. That's how you go from 5 clients to 5,000. That's how one gym becomes 100. That's how a YouTube channel becomes a brand. So here's the bottom line. You get money by solving one problem with one valuable skill. You get wealth by scaling that solution to more people, using systems, teams, or content. But listen close, friend. Here's the part most people never hear. Eventually, money replaces skill. You can hire people, buy software, build systems. But that only happens after you've used your skill to earn the money. So don't skip the hard part. Don't outsource your growth. Get really good at solving real problems. That's the only door to freedom. No hack, no shortcut, just the formula. Now you might be thinking, okay, I get the equation, but what if I've got no skills, no audience, and no clue where to start? Perfect. Let's fix that in Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Where to start? If you've got no skill or audience, you want wealth, not just some quick hit, make money online. Dopamine. I'm talking about real, repeatable money. The kind that doesn't just make your bank smile, but gives you control over your life. That's the goal, right? Cool, nut. Now let's talk targets. If you already do something, anything, that helps people, congrats. You're ahead of most. Maybe you sell shoes in your city. Maybe you're a decent video editor. Maybe you've helped your cousin run their TikTok page. That's your start. Your job now, take that same thing and scale it online. Don't reinvent yourself. Upgrade yourself. If you sell clothes, show others how to do it and film the process. That's a YouTube channel or a mini course. If you know marketing, build your own page and start collecting leads. Use the internet as a megaphone, not a distraction. But let's say you've got nothing yet. No skill, no clarity. Cool. You're not broken, just undertrained. Here's the step. Step 1. Pick one money skill that solves a painful, profitable problem. Not a trendy skill, not a cool one, a useful one. Something businesses or people already pay for. Copywriting, sales, editing, coding, funnel design, social media management, short-form video. Pick one. You don't need 10. You need one weapon to cut through the noise. Now step 2. Get obsessed. I'm serious. Treat it like survival. 6 to 12 months of immersion. Wake up and watch the top 10 YouTube tutorials. Recreate what they do. Learn fast, copy proven structures, reverse engineer ads, posts, emails. Study not just what they're doing, right, but why it works. This is how you download skill into your nervous system. You don't need talent, you need reps. Step 3, build proof, not perfection. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start posting what you're learning. Make a portfolio. Share breakdowns. Offer free work to real people. The goal isn't to go viral. The goal is to show you exist, that you can solve one real problem for one real person. Remember, you must now take action on what you're learning. Hear what Jim Rohn say.
Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. You'll become a fool. Let your learning lead to action. You can become wealthy.
That's it. Now here's where it gets spicy. Step 4. Monetize fast. Find one person, one client, one brand. Pitch with confidence. Hey, I saw your content. I think I can improve X. Here's a free sample I made. If you like it, let's talk. That line alone could make you thousands. Not because it's magic, but because it's targeted, valuable, and shows proof. And finally, step 5, raise the bar. Once someone pays you, don't get lazy, get dangerous. Refine your delivery. Ask for feedback. Improve speed and quality. Learn how to communicate like a pro. This is how you turn a $100 skill into $1,000, then $10,000. Not by doing more, by doing better. Listen, you don't need to be a genius. You need hunger. You need to be the guy who says, I might suck today, but I won't suck for long. If you can say that and back it up with action, you win. Every single time. Just look at Iman Gadzi. He didn't start rich. He picked one painful, valuable problem, helping businesses grow online. He learned marketing, obsessed over sales, and got rejected more times than he can count. But he didn't quit. He sold services, proved himself, built systems, and scaled. From cold emails and free audits to building a multi-million-dollar agency, all off one skill, mastered deeply, then scaled smart. That's the blueprint. Not luck, not magic. Skill, proof, leverage, wealth. That is your starting line. Change your skill, change your income. Change your focus, change your life. But now you're smarter. You're building real leverage. One target, one tool, one plan. You're actually moving. But even with all that, the perfect skill, the best systems, most people still don't get wealthy. You know why? It's not the skill. It's the mindset. It's how they think when things get hard. That's what we're breaking open in the next chapter. Chapter 4. The mindset shift that separates rich from almost made it. Look, most people never get rich not because they're lazy, but because they think wrong. Mindset 1. Play the long game. Wealth isn't built in a month. It compounds like interest. You show up. You stack wins, even when nobody's watching. If you're switching paths every 3 weeks, that you're not failing, you're resetting. Imagine planting a seed, then digging it up every time it doesn't sprout in 2 days. That's what most broke people are doing. Mindset 2, only consume to build. Stop watching random motivation videos. Stop binging success tips. Start learning like a builder. Pick one skill, one model. Watch content only if it feeds that skill. If it doesn't, it's noise. Real wealth starts when you stop being a spectator and start acting like an owner. Mindset 3, show up daily. Yes, even for 30 minutes. You don't need 10 hours a day. You need consistency. 30 minutes of deep work, done every day for 1 year, will beat the guy who grinds for 8 hours once a month. If this formula woke you up, and you wait till you see what teenagers are doing with it. I broke down how 5 teens bought their first supercar before 20, from zero, and the 7 brutal money moves they used to pull it off. No trust fund, no BS, just strategy. Click it now. Your next level starts there. And if you're done guessing your way through money, hit subscribe, because this channel is your unfair advantage.